Hi, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. Thank you for joining. I'm very grateful. So we are reacting to another Minnie Riperton song called Back Down Memory Lane, and this was requested by Kenneth. So thank you so much, Kenneth, for requesting. If anybody else has a request, there is a link in the description to send any through. But let's go for it.
I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I see the happiness, I see the pain. Where am I? Back down memory lane. I see us standing there, such a happy, happy pair. Love beyond compare. Look at there, look at there. The way you held me, no one could tell me that love would die. Oh, why did I have to find this photograph? I thought I had forgot the past. Now I'm slipping fast. Oh, back down memory lane.
Ooh.
Feel the happiness, I feel the pain.
Ooh.
Here am I, back down memory lane. I'm in
Ooh.
the sunshine, I'm in the rain. But it's over, here I go again. The way you held me, no one could tell me
Hey.
that love would
Woo. Girl, what the? Yo, what? Wow.
I don't wanna go. Traveling down faster than the speed of sound. Back down memory lane. Be still, my foolish heart. Don't let this feeling start. Back down memory lane. I don't wanna go. Back down memory lane. Save me, save me. Ooh, back down memory lane. Save me, save me, save me, save me, save me.
Ooh.
Back down memory lane. Whoa, back down memory lane. Back down memory
That control is crazy. Ooh. I hope you could hear that little end bit, because sometimes when it fades out, it doesn't pick up through this. Oh my god, that little bit at the end with the control. Can we just go back to that little bit where she controlled her voice like crazy there? yeah, honestly. Oh my God. Like, obviously, like, the only song that I've heard of hers is Love. And not Love, sorry. Loving You. And I did a reaction to that on the channel. And so this was a different one to listen to of hers. Like, more of like an upbeat one. And with more of a heavy instrumental. And it was flipping beautiful, man. Like, I can't even. It was so. She's got such a soulful voice, but it's very different to. It's very different. She'd almost like. It's her, the way she sings is almost like she holds back a little bit. She's like, but then you feel it. It's like it's almost like this yearning, this kind of like feeling that you get when you hear her voice. It's so soulful, and yet it's kind of like. It's very different, man. And it's just beautiful. But then I think at the end she kind of like it flows more. But it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Her voice is very unique, man. And obviously, I mean, it's not only unique for the high notes, you know, the signature. I mean, there's not a lot of people that can do that. Like, there's really not a lot of people. Like, genuinely, I mean, who? I mean, obviously, I'm Mariah Carey in that, but yeah, it's just so signature to her. It's crazy, man. She's amazingly talented. Like, but like I said, like that high note makes her unique, but also just the way that she sings in general, even without that high note and without that range, like her voice is like it's very different, man. That's the only thing I can explain it, really. It's very soft but very soulful at the same time. Yeah, it's magical, man. Very one of a kind. I love the instrumental. The instrumental was so beautiful. I feel like there was trumpets, there was violins. I feel like the violin was just gorgeous. The violin at times was like sort of mirroring her melody and mirroring her voice a lot of the times. And I feel like with her voice, it just goes really well. I think in general, I've said this so many times, but in general, violin and strings go really well with voices and like soulful songs and just voices in general. I feel like it just fits really well, and it always inspires singing for me anyways. And I think that's probably the same with a lot of singers. It's very calming and very elevating. Violin is yeah, and it's just beautiful, honestly. Like, there was a bit at the end that I'm just going to go to. I just put the timestamp, but I really loved this bit until from this point onward to the end was like amazing. That violin, violin. Oh, and this bit where she sings, same. Oh, so she's yearning. She's just like, oh, you feel it, man. See the trumpet kind of. What's really beautiful about it she goes, whoa, whoa. It's out of tune, but you get the point. And then the trumpet kind of comes in, replicating the melody, but not quite. It's kind of like, it's like offbeat, but you kind of know that it's like doing that. There's a magical like layering of musical instruments and with the with the vocals, with the voice, and how it kind of makes you feel like, oh, it's copying the melody, but it's not actually quite. It's kind of like coming in and out. That's quite a powerful thing. But now that I listen to it again, I couldn't hear it. It's weird, that is, how I was like, it's interesting. It's really, she's very magical. She's actually very magical. Wow. Crazy. It was just beautiful. The trumpets, it was dum 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 dum, and then the violin. Oh, stunning. And one thing I would have to say about this song is like, when was it created? I'm going to go back onto context because I want to see 17. But what I wanted to say is like, it's very raw, and there are elements of it that's like, sorry guys, there are elements of it that's not perfect. or at least from like, because obviously I'm so used to listening to music that's made very differently, even from this time, to be honest. But I think something about this song and something about her, it's just so raw, and there's elements of it that is like imperfect, or like she does kind of like go off key. There was a moment in there where she kind of went off key, and I'm not saying this to be like criticized, because I'm not her. Like, I cannot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like this friggin' Minnie Riperton here. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's not me saying like, I'm like, yeah, saying like she went a bit off here. It's not that. It's obviously, having listened to a lot of music on the channel, off the channel, you can hear when musicians kind of go off, and when it sounds kind of a little bit out of tune. It wasn't the whole thing, it was just one bit. But that's the thing of it, it's like, it's so, it speaks to her as an artist of being, I wonder how many takes this took, because I feel like this could potentially have been the one take, because it's so like, it's so raw and authentic, and there are bits where she might go off, but it's just like she comes back, and then it's just like very, it doesn't seem structured. Like, yes, you have the chorus and the lyrics and the verses and stuff, but the other bits around it, it's very like spontaneous and very, let me just go with the flow with it. And I love that aspect of it. It's like, that's my favorite part of it. It's like, you never really, it's not predictable. You know, you're not, you know, sometimes when you hear a melody and you kind of hear the first few bits, you're like, okay, it's kind of going to repeat this. It's going to go back to this. I don't feel that with this song. Even though there is like a structure to it, it's like still got this kind of stream of consciousness energy behind it of like very raw and authentic. And I think that's something that's really inspiring, and really just kind of makes me feel that it doesn't really matter about the perfection, even though this is literally perfection in its own way. Like, I feel genuinely it is like, but it's not about being so refined to the point where it takes all the character out of it, you know. And that is a great example of like it not being so refined, and it's just like very beautiful, honestly. Yeah, and the song is just really beautiful. Back down memory lane, and it's upbeat, it's jolly, but then there's parts at the end that's very like yearning. When she does that, she was like, it's just, it's really beautiful. So it's profoundly moving and bittersweet reflection on her life and relationship with her husband, Richard Rudolph. It's one of her most poignant works because it recorded while she was in the terminal stages of breast cancer. Oh my God, bro. Released just 2 months before her ultimate untimely death. These artists back in the day, they used to die young, man. They really did. Gosh. Nostalgic facade of looking at old photographs. The song is tinged with the emotional weight of knowing her life was coming to an end. Bro, these songs, man, they just had meaning behind them. Do you know what I mean? They had a story behind them. They had this context behind them. They had like a pain behind them, man. You know, they had a reason. There's a reason for these songs, you know what I mean? I feel like it's not just to create songs. There's a reason behind it. And I feel like when you have a reason to create a song, or there's a real feeling, there's a real pain that's motivating it, it's just, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because I feel like when you're, okay, let's make a song, you go into it with the intention and the mentality of like, right, I'm creating a song, so it has to have this, it has to have that, it has to be, do you know what I mean? Like, it does create that kind of instant thing of like, all right, it needs to be this way. But I feel like when you go into it motivated by a pain, or motivated by a story or a feeling or a person, it's kind of like, yeah, it makes a different feeling out of the song. And that's what that feeling of like lack of refinement and just like imperfectness and rawness to it that just makes it beautiful. So the blend of happiness of her past with raw, heartbreaking fear throughout the track, she incorporates sudden pleading cries, literally, I don't want to go, and save me. That bit, save me, when she was saying, oh, now that I know the context of it even more, it's like, whoa, wow, oh my God, this is intense, man. At the time of recording, she's been battling breast cancer for 3 years. The disease had progressed to the point that she suffered from severe lymphedema, which paralyzed her right arm. Oh my god, televised performances. Well, I'm gonna have to watch that for sure. It's so, I mean, I haven't even watched the live performance. Obviously, Kenneth, you didn't provide a link, so I just went for the audio. But if there's anyone in particular that would like me to react and put on the channel, a live performance, then feel free to request it in the link, which one you want me to do. But to be honest, like, yeah, you'd probably feel it differently from watching her perform it in her emotions. But honestly, like, I think this is one of those audios that really does, like, translate the pain. Like, the pain really translates into the audio, like, even without seeing her perform, and like, you just feel it, which is crazy because usually it's like the live performance offers something that the recording doesn't. But I feel like, I don't know, I obviously haven't watched it, but I feel like the only thing that it probably would offer would be like a visual representation of her pain, you know, because you see her, like, her facial expressions, the way she's moving. But like, I feel it here. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's amazing. Let's have a little look at the lyrics just quickly. Yeah, I stumbled on this photograph, just reminiscing back down memory lane. The way you held me, like, it is very like back down memory lane. It's very sweet and upbeat and happy, and but then it's like this like, she's torn, man. Like, she's going through, she's battling, she's literally battling, like, and you feel it, like, you feel it. It's not just her, it's just effortless. Like, you feel the emotions. It's just, yeah, it's just so raw and authentic. It's just real. That's the only thing I can say. I don't want to go travel up and down faster than the speed of sound, back down memory lane. You steal my foolish heart. Don't let this feeling start. See, don't let this feeling start. She's happy, upbeat, but she's like, oh, don't let this feeling start. These feelings are coming back now. I was kind of in a happy mood of, like, reminiscing and, like, the down memory lane, thinking of the happy times, but then the feelings started to come of, like, the reality of a situation. Yeah, man. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's really deep, man. I'm in the sunshine, I'm in the rain, literally. She's in the sunshine, happy, and then all of a sudden she's in the rain. It's like this mourning of something that's to come, almost, that hasn't actually arrived yet, which obviously was her death and her passing. It's really deep. Oh my god, yeah, this song was crazy, man. Wow, what an artist she is. Insane. So thank you so much, Kenneth, for requesting this. I'm really grateful. If anybody else has any other Minnie Riperton songs to request, feel free to send it over via the link in my description. And yeah, if you like the vibe that I create with my channel, with the way that I look into music, the way that I appreciate the context, the artist, I just kind of follow it intuitively. Whatever calls my attention and whatever I want to speak about, I just kind of do that. So if that spontaneous, intuitive way of reacting resonates with you, then feel free to subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for requesting, Kenneth, and to everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, bye.